Hey everybody, hope everybody is doing well today. I wanted to take this time to first of all talk about this situation, this event, this disaster is a prime example of why we need men in our world. Okay, do you see all this right now? Yesterday, Las Vegas Valley had an epic, wind, dust, rain scenario, as you can see here. And we're on the corner of Jones and Harmon. And what you see here is that there was a blackout. You could see here the traffic lights are not working. You could see how basically the power poles were down, the electrical wires need help. And let me just show you the workforce right now. You could see it's all entirely men. Now this is so interesting because our media, our academia tell us about how men are flawed, that gender roles don't really mean what they used to be. We are told that somehow we don't really need to appreciate men for a lot of the things that they do. We believe that when there's differences in gender roles and outcomes, it's because of sexism, the patriarchy, but yet we have availability for men to actually, just simply men and women to apply for these jobs. But here's the real sad kicker is, why don't we appreciate men for all the things that they have done? Now you can say, well, maybe there's a few women that can do this job, but the reality is, when you look at the averages, and when you look at all of them as a whole, they won't be able to do this job. And if you look at not just the people who do the electrical work, the utilities, but the people who pave the roads, repave them, the people who do the engineering, the people who do the planning, everything, overwhelmingly that are done by men. Think about it. So where is the appreciation about the fact that men are out there working as fast as they possibly can, or close, to provide us electricity, to continue our daily lives, so women can use the electricity, the resources, to moan and complain about men, even though there's a good chance that she doesn't want accountability? Why doesn't our society do that? Why does our society doesn't wake up every day and realize it's because of men that we have all the gifts and innovations, hardkeep, and everything that we have because of their efforts? Okay? That's one of the things you've got to really, really understand. But that's the thing, we don't do that. We don't really understand how important it is that these masculine energies to really, really make a difference in our world. We don't appreciate that. The media, the establishment, academia is so one-sided. And remember, a lot of these jobs that you can see here, they didn't require a high-level college degree. Keep that in mind. Speaking of men, by the way, it's not just men that are overwhelmingly, but it's a disproportionate number of non-white men. Keep that in mind. So we have to appreciate certain ethnicities and races for the work that they have done. Absolutely. But just look at our world today. We just don't appreciate what's going on, what's happening in our society. Why is it that we continue to allow this from happening? Anyway, there's a Jackpot Grill. When we appreciate men, maybe we'll have a better outlook on dating, on relationships. Maybe they'll realize that this idea we can just do it all on our own and we are promised a certain outcome is not as true as we were led to believe. Think about it. Because of this mentality, so many women have failed to secure a man, even though a lot of them don't have a college degree, don't even have a real career, They made poor choices while dating, and then they think, well, we'll just somehow sleep around recklessly, and then when they fail to secure a man, fail to get commitment, they have to work their tail off until they're 80 years old. They're not going to be able to get pensions, no retirement plan, and even if there is, God knows if it's going to be enough. That's the thing you got to keep in mind. But there's a lot of things that are definitely upside down. People need to improve their relations with men. And the thing is, if men are sick and tired of being treated like this, if they don't want to be pushed around constantly, then men need to wise up, strike. Maybe they need to stop doing jobs like this. Maybe they need to stop delivering the goods from their trucking services. Maybe they need to march to Washington and demand the secession movement, where men are willing to separate in their own societies. So we don't have to deal with the BS. We don't have to pay with all the taxes. Think about it. People need to rise up. But the thing is, our male and female relations are very distorted. In fact, that is the top concern living in, not just in America, but living in the Western world. This is all pushed by corporate America, by the Federal Reserve, Wall Street, the financial elites, to dismantle the family structure, to create conflict, identity games, that's all they do, victimization. This, along with urban planning, as you can see here, the cost to build and maintain this infrastructure, car-dependent stroads, not so pedestrian-friendly communities, even though, look, there's no single-family homes with good-sized yards, so it's not like we need to drive everywhere. This system, along with the male and female relations, is the top concern living in the United States. However, a lot of people need to really wake up and realize that this is ultimately not what's working. But where's the appreciation for men? We had a huge storm. A lot of people could have got hurt. All the people in our public safety departments, almost all men. Now, to give credit where it's due, if people got hurt, there are female nurses, there are female receptionists. However, males are needed more than women. That's just a harsh reality. Think about it. So why doesn't our society thank the men who have been able for us to live comfortably like this? You let me know what you think.